Dear Jamaicans, good morning. Today, I want to talk about this article that appeared in the Observer this morning, which basically was an interview with the JTA president, Mr. Winston Smith. Now, Mr. Smith, in response to the viral incident that happened at Tivoli Gardens High between the teacher and the student, is here encouraging teachers to fight back. No, respectfully, sir, I have to disagree. The first priority of the teacher in the classroom when confronted by a violent situation is not to fight back. It's to preserve his or her life. Because when the pitney them, harm them can beat out and dent out. Right? And I'm sure the Jamaica Teachers Association does not have the funds to bury these teachers if the student them kill them in the classroom, and then not pay them medical fees when them in the classroom, and these demon picnic harm them. Sir, don't you realize that these students are now going to school armed and dangerous? You forget that the same day that this video come out with the teacher and the student fighting, there was another video of two schoolgirls in a red and white uniform, and one of them take a knife and bust up the other one face, sir. And on the same day, yet again, the police reported that they found a gun in a 15-year-old schoolgirl bag from Camperdown High. So what are you encouraging these teachers to do? Listen to me and listen to me good. I know you are disheartened, and I honestly empathize with you. I don't know how to do it, and clearly you teachers are stressed out. But your life has to come first, because when you die by violence because of these kids, it's your family that is going to mourn. The government just going to hire another teacher to replace you. Sir, be careful how you advise the teachers in your administration, in your association. Do not encourage them to take up some careless life. Self-preservation, as I said in my now deleted video, because I don't know what TikTok they're on. Self-preservation is key. Self-preservation is key. Your life is more important than proving any point. I know your ego is bruised when some of these students confront you, but may the police deal with it. I am sure if that lady walked out of her classroom and reported the incident to the police, the pitney still would have get arrested. Careful what you do.
Right now you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable, that mean them can't stop you. Unstoppable, so now we are trained.
Wagwan again, Unstoppable family. The president of Jamaica Teachers Association is advising educators to stand up and fight back against attacks from any student. That is what the headline reads in the Jamaica Observer. Now, I personally feel like that right there is the wrong choice of words. Had he said he feels like teachers should stand up and defend themselves, there's a difference. Now, we know someone going to say about Unstoppable, that's basically the same thing. Actually, no. When you say teachers should stand up and fight back against any farmer attack, that simply means you tell teachers to go to school with the mindset as if they are go in a battlefield and to prepare for war. So, me not agree with that. Now, he knew within himself that that would have come with a lot of backlash, because he actually said that in the interview. Now, listen, this is going to be an ongoing story, because people have their own opinion as to what should have happened in that situation with the student and the teacher. I have my own opinion. You have your own opinion. We've heard Mr. Vegas give him opinion, and we've seen other persons give theirs, and many more opinions still coming. Everybody now go agree. I stand for what I stand for. You stand for what you stand for. Now, Triple X right here is giving his opinion, and I'm not saying that I agree with what Triple X saying, but listen, we have to bring forward everybody's opinion, right? So, let's take a listen to what Triple X is saying another one.
Alright, here we are going. You see, this is what I'm going to say right now. A lot of persons who have been agreeing with me, a lot from laughing and putting up hearts and them something upon this, a lot of you guys are going to be upset with my take on this, or be upset with my view on it. No, I can only speak as to what was seen in the video. You understand? What I saw in the video. And I can only make my assumptions or assert my views based on what I have observed. I can't do like some people and create my own alternate reality or my alternate fantasy of what it is that transpired in this whole situation, because I was not there and 90% of Uno was not there. I hear bare stories coming around about the situation or whatever. Based on the news report, let me see the news report as well. Let me go find the news report as well. Because the news report was placed out there. The news report basically said that the little boy was arrested and charged with assault on the teacher. Now, based on the video, I don't know how I transpired from before, because it said that, the news report said that the teacher asked the little boy to leave and he attacked the teacher. Well, not little boy, because I'm 16. Big youth that. The youth fell leave and he attacked the teacher. And this is the video we are playing. Basically what the result of him hitting the teacher. Now, I could talk about what we see in the video. I see a text going around that the child was selling weed in the class and he was suspending from school. Now, all of them something is a lie. All of them something when I talk about say the youth that sell weed in the class, and all of them something is a lie. If them something did true, all of them something within the police report, and the cleaner put up the police report and that was not there. All of them something a lie. People just are fabricating for us justify for them view. They must have fabricated. Some people still. Every time somebody did, you hear some voice note, yo, me dead and where people just fabricate things and put things out there. Focus on the police report. Even though the police report, really and truly, I don't feel it have everything in it entirety. The police report says the student was asked to, because the student was disturbing the class and he was asked to leave by the teacher. And after being asked to leave by the teacher, he attacked the teacher. And the teacher, trying to defend herself, this is what transpired. No, me I watch the video, I'm going to tell you this now, people. No, this is just my hypothesis, or this is just me, this is my assumption. I don't know if this is exactly correct, but I'm not going to do no finger pointing or anything. I'm just going to assert what my observation or what my skills of deduction get from this thing. You understand? Nothing that I say right now is factual because I was not there. I don't have any inside information or anything. I'm just speaking based on the video that I saw and the police report that was written and what was reported by the Jamaican Gleaner. That's all I'm going off of. The information that is at hand. You understand? Based on how the thing look, they go off of what the something say. The youth disturb the class, whatever mean, whether it wrong him wrong from this, from him disturb the class. Him disturb the class. The teacher probably had enough. Teacher said, alright, come out of the class. Him don't want to left the class reluctantly or say, nah, left the class or him come out now, come out or whatever. And I believe, this is what I believe happened. I believe the teacher went to him and tried to coerce him to come out of the class. And in her coercion to go out of the class, probably she put her hand on him to escort him or to lead him out. I'm not saying that she hit him, you know. Probably she put her hands on him to lead him out of the class or to coerce him out of the class or to push him in the direction of to get out of the class. And I believe that when she push him or put her hand on him or try to lead him out of the class, this is where I think probably him flash her off. I think him flash her off. That is what I think. I think him flash her off or box off her hand off of him. And the teacher reacted in kind. The reason why I'm saying this, or the reason why I come to this conclusion, go back to the video at hand. I don't want to crucify me, I don't want to vex me, but it is what it is. You understand? It is what it is. And the truth is, everybody now going to say eye to eye with what we say. But my opinion is mine, and I reserve the right to have my opinion. Same like I want to reserve the right to have full opinion. The reason Why I think that happened is because in the whole interaction we are seeing in the video, we see the teacher reach for a table for lick the child or lick the boy, and the boy grab the chair or the table and he manipulate it out of the lady's hand, pull it out of her hand, and he threw it away and continued and began to back away from the teacher. The teacher then advanced to him and started to lay hands on him, which he held her hands and manipulated it away from him. He stepped away again, and she charged at him again, and when she grabbed him up now, this is when him hold on upon her hand, and I tried to manipulate away from him. When the other student now stepped in and said, dog, what you do? Oh, you feel fight the teacher. And while the student was parting and stopping and trying to break it up, the teacher ensued to hit the child in his face, or the young man in his face several times, grabbing him in the neck and all them something there. Zin, him, while the other student them come in and hold him and try to restrain him, the teacher continued to attack the young man. Now, I'm in a group with some professionals, and there are some teachers in there, and the teachers were like, me not wrong the teacher for go and teacher should I lick him down already. The teachers in the group are saying this. And say, you don't know what it is like to teach them inner city school there. You remember me tell you about perception and prejudice? Perception versus prejudice. The school that this happened is Tivoli Gardens High School. And I think one of the main reasons why a lot of persons are on the teacher's side is because of the school that this incident took place. If this incident took place at Arden or Campion or Hillel or Meadowbrook, or one of those schools that more sophisticated, our children who are from a more sophisticated or more socio-economically elevated background we're attending, I do not think that anybody would find the behavior of the teacher adequate. You understand me I say? No. Irrespective of whatever it is that is going on in the school system and then something here, I am going to be honest right now. The only adult in the frame is the teacher. The only adult in the frame is the teacher. Somebody will say the teacher is frustrated with the child's behavior. The teacher is an adult. The teacher is a professional. The teacher should have never gotten to that point where the teacher is back and forth with the child. If you're in the class and you cannot control the class and you ask a child to leave the class, all of these schools have deans of discipline. You ask the child to leave the class, even if you go as far as to try to coerce the child out of the class and then the child flares up. That is where you as a teacher take up your things and leave the classroom and head to the Dean of Discipline. The Dean of Discipline's job is to do all of them sitting the way they do. The Dean of Discipline is the person who is trained in conflict resolution, in static diffusion, in what the next one name again? Incident aversion, and all of them something what the Dean of Discipline is trained to do. You as a teacher are not trained to do that. You understand? First of all, how is it in her right mind, that lady look like she's over 40? How is it that she, as a female, over 40 years old, don't look like she's in the best shape ever? Obviously, she's not as strong as she thinks she is. How is it that she is going to try or feel that she is going to manipulate a post-pubescent male? That boy might only be 16 years old, you know. That boy might only be 16 years old. But that boy have all of the trappings of an adult male, a full adult male. Fully developed male. That child is the little boy or the boy or is a man. That is a man. That's physically a man. Even the age is a child, because he's a child by age, by law, legally he's a child. But that is an fully developed male. There is no way upon God's green earth that woman would have feel like she would have could have physically maneuver or manhandle that man. So there is no way she should have confront that boy face to face. If she was so scared, or if him is such a bad man with everybody at try for, why is it that this woman feel like she wants to stand up to a bad man? Like that, if this man is a bad man, as everybody at try to paint it to be. Why is it that woman feel like she's supposed to stand up to a bad man? And now the little boy not throw a punch. If that boy did want to lick that teacher down a ground, him could have do it several occasions. If it is as them say when the boy just step to the teacher and just lick the teacher out of the blue, if he was the aggressor in the situation, there is no way he would have allowed the teacher so many opportunities to advance on him. If you look on it, if you watch the video good, you see that the little boy, the male in the video was in the defense mode the entire video. I mean that all him not start attacking him. And now him not start attack. Even after them all are and them a try to subdue or pacify the situation, she was the aggressor in it for the whole part of it. She was the aggressor. So when them arrest the little boy and charge him, I honestly believe that is ridiculous. Somebody here only seen a small clip. No one knows what happened. No one don't know what happened now. No one don't know what happened, as I said, fully. But there is no way. Alright, I could be real now. I could be realistic now. Me go to somebody and me clock them a box. Or me thump them up. And the person start fight back. And me say me physically stronger than the person. Me say in myself say me physically more dominant than that person. Me I allow that person to run up on me with a chair and all them something. And I give the person a chance to get weapons to come attack me. And me say me physically more dominant than the person. If I am the aggressor. As I am saying, based on the police report, it says the teacher asked the gentleman to leave the class and he attacked the teacher after the teacher asked him to leave the class. As me I tell you, the only way me can see it possible, I mean I say I saw it must go. Father God, if I'm wrong, please bring every evidence to life to prove to me say I'm wrong. My analysis are how me feel like it go. And this is how me feel like it go. I tell you something that me never did it. How me feel like it go. She tell the boy if he come out of the class, and after she tell the boy if he come out of the class, she'll lead him out of the class, or probably rest her hand for him and say come out of the class, and him flash her off. And at the flash when him flash her off, she's like, how dare you, because I spoke to a teacher today that says, when you are work at them type of school here, them inner city school here, when you work at them inner city school here, you have to show them pitney who is the boss and who in charge, and you can't make them pitney take step of you. So I think that she overcompensated or over-asserted herself and felt like, okay, me gone this far, me can't go enough, and then she felt so disrespected and she felt so undermined that she was so upset, like, oh dear you. So she felt like she had to assert her dominance, like you know, you fight for the alpha in the situation. For the teacher to not get in trouble for this. Because anyway we want to take it, you know, how this thing are going on. You see, if you have somebody in a fight, whether the person lick you or not, once you draw for your weapon to lick the person, you know, and you are the person, you wrong, you know. I'm going to tell you the truth. If this was my pitney, in a business where nobody wants to say, oh, me I facilitate the foolishness. If this was my child, me would have pressed charges against a teacher. So that teacher would have to sleep at jail. Should I have to get arrested? Should I have to get in a handcuff too? Because the level of anger that she exuded. This is not somebody we're supposed to in charge of students. She pick up a friggin' desk. Fill it the pitney. Everybody else say, oh, the boy, them boy, nowadays, them not have no this and them not have manners. Irrespective of that, you never hire them boy there to take responsibility of the pitney. When you pitney left your yard, the pitney in care of them adult till them reach back at them yard. What should have been done from the first? Me talk this again, I'm going to say it again. From she said the boy now come out of the class, take up your things as a teacher and left the class. Go to the dean of discipline. When the dean of discipline come, from him assert himself, big man, come guy your yard. Don't come back till you carry your parents them come. You can't carry your parents come, you don't need to come back. And if you can't sort out or resolve this with your parents them, you need to find a next school to go. Somebody say you don't know what stress teachers go through. Teachers put themselves through some of them stress too. Because there's a right way and there's a wrong way to do things. And if you take on more work by yourself, who can we blame for that? You are not there as a dean of discipline. You are there as a teacher, as an educator. You are paid to educate. And if you say you cannot educate, what you going to do? You know that there's conflict resolution manager or whatever. You go and you complain. Them not going to fire you. You do your work how you're supposed to do. 90% of the time when we get ourselves in a trouble at work, because we set and overstep the boundaries and we do more than we're supposed to do. If you step, but when everybody, when you get to work, you know, whenever you go get to work, you know, when you get the job, them give you your expectations, them are all of the things that them expect from you to do for work. You have a list of things, of duties in your job where you're supposed to do. There is a list of duties for what you're supposed to do. So see there, see, this is the same thing where I say, since these kids acting like them big, beat them like them big. So when the teacher said so now, he might act like him big now. And she were weaker and smaller than him, stepped him. Suppose the pitney that it really was a bad pitney. Because that is not a bad pitney. That youth there is not a bad pitney, I tell you. If him was really a bad pitney or a bad man, that teacher they are ground lie down dead. If that pitney was a bad man, that teacher they lie down dead a ground. Dead a ground. Because from she take the chair, when he take the chair time and him could have turned the chair and slap her and clot her across her head, lick her down, kill her a ground. Him take with the chair and fling with the chair and I walk away. And she attack him again. 3 times the man walk in front of her and 3 times she attack him. Upon the 3rd attack when she attack him, and that time when the pitney want to come in, watch the video, analyze it on yourself, and stop watch the video with prejudice. Stop thinking about them pitney are rude, or oh me a teacher, or me auntie a teacher, or me no teacher. Watch it for what it is. Watch it without prejudices, watch it without bias. You know this to me. And a 1, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4 time me come on this thing, and me come advocate for teachers and tell us say the schools are under-resourced and teachers need better pay and them are do much more work than what they're supposed to do. This is a consequence of that. Achu, what the person name again? Queen Dam. Achu. If it was a bad youth, the teacher would have get beaten with a blow next day. Anyone that was a bad man, anyone that was a, everybody at society actually paint the little youth as a bad man, you know. If the little youth there was a bad man, that teacher there, a charcoal, them come charcoal that teacher there. And stretcher come pick her up and she end up at the hospital. Hospital would have find she straight. She wouldn't get no chance. For run up and down for Ray. Somebody has said might as well him they do it. When my might as well little boy exercise whole heap of restraint that for a little youth. Whole heap of restraint. 3 times somebody rush you. And you not fling a thumb ball now, or a kick, or a box. The personal box in your face. And you know, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, me sorry now. Me sorry. Me sorry. But me teach my pitney say, if somebody lick you, lick them back. And so me teach my pitney now. That me teach my pitney. If somebody lick your road, and back say down, lick you down, lick them back. So me teach me pitney for grow. Because I not grow pitney for me not push over for nobody come take set on my pitney. Me grow pitney if you have manners and for respect people. Because my child is a very loving soul. But I am going to tell you the truth. If I was the parent and me see that video here, I go around. Me no give off. Me no care when nobody want to say me pitney the fuss. Me no care. Yes, me pitney wrong. And yes, me I go deal with me pitney as the consequences. But the teacher is also wrong as well. Somebody said triple you should be in the classroom and you would say something else. Then that's the problem. On a prejudice. Because on in the and based off on the past experience, on a prejudice to what go on. Me not say them pitney nobody no. Me not say bad pitney them. Me not say somebody pitney on a rass man. So me know the generation and have no manners, none whatsoever. And the truth is this, and every teacher respectful. And every teacher, when me I go to school, me used to have some teacher where some dirty stinking junker. Where if me was a bad man, me lick them down a long time, because they used to be very disrespectful. Them say they slapped her. Who said that? That ain't in the police report. That is not in the police report. The police report said he attacked her. It never said a slap in her face. Anybody I go can say, you can say, oh, me a family we got Tivoli and them tell me say, Ray, me a family from down there, me hear from good sources, reliable, so you not hear shit. We are talking about the police report. Anyone should get boxed up to that in the police report, big and brazen and brazen. Before the video started, he slapped her in the face because she took a picture of him. Where's the picture where she took of him? Where is the picture that she took of him? Where is the picture that she, and why would she need to take? Them say, oh, she take a picture because he must sell weed. How? Where is the evidence of that? Where is the video of that? You think so that video they wouldn't have circulated already? Where is that video? Where is that picture? You think so that would not circulate already if that did anything did go already? The police report on the state said the gentleman was selling weed in the class and then he was asked to leave and then he boxed the teacher in the face. That's the way to that say. The police report said the child was being disruptive, the teacher asked him to leave the class and he attacked the teacher. That's how the police report said. So before the sits and jump on this Chinese telephone sitting where I go on. You understand? Before this old Chinese telephone sitting where go on now, we're not going to talk about where everybody on the grapevine talk things and add on things and put on things. Because as some people say, you know, people always add things to suit the rationale where them choose to get. If the court of public opinion say you're wrong, the court of public opinion are going to find be evidence to prove say you did wrong. They are going to add on, they are going to take away, they are going to subtract, they are going to minus, they are going to divide, they are going to multiply just to prove that you are wrong because the court of public opinion gone. Don't say Ray. When my little foolishness go on a wall, man, me hear say me thief crab foot, me hear say me thief donut, me hear say me thief cupcake, me hear say them catch me with food, meat, 1 heap of sin, everybody add on. Them hear say them catch me with this 1 heap of everybody put on what them choose put on and just say what them feel for say. Because that it help them to suit the rationale with them want to manifest. So I feel allow people are talking about all the things that they say facts are facts and la. Not at all of them do right as against the liquor. You can't hold up in a court. None of that can evidence not there to prove that. I mean, no, say, same like how the teacher go say so, you can call the other people them as character evidence and then sit there too. We just hope the little youth family get a good lawyer. Because charges need to be filed against the teacher there. And the hard part about it, the arrest here and the criminal record, because the little boy is 16, it will depend on him arrest record for the rest of his life. For the rest of his life, the assault charge will go upon him. And if him bust the case, the arrest is going to be on his record. For the rest of his life. Somebody say at the end of the day, she was the adult and he was the child. That is exactly why she should behave better. This is not behavior that an adult 56-year-old woman, you want to go fight one 16-year-old man? The man lick boy should have thump on her blow out. And that me I tell you. Because you see ladies, I'm telling you the truth. You need to understand this. Never you ever try to fight a man physically. Never. This is where we have laws, we have police, we have soldier, and we have them the people. We can go make a report on them something. Once you sit and try to step to somebody that is bigger than you physically and stronger than you physically, you have set up yourself to lose. You are setting up yourself to lose, ladies. If you're in a relationship, ladies, and a man lick you, do not try to lick back the man. Just take the lick and go on to the police station and go report him. Because once you start fighting, feel anger, your anger, I'm going to make it a continuous thing, and then the bigger person are going to win. The stronger person, the more aggressive person is going to win the fight. You have some women who are strong enough to subdue a man, but the majority of women are not physically strong enough to win in a physical confrontation with a man. Why you going to put yourself in a losing battle? Why? See that the teacher should have walk away. Someone said before she go call for security or dinner discipline. And that means she fight the little boy. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense whatsoever. And so she feel like she bad and omnipresent. And just because you're not teaching for 30 of the year, them little people, them no business about how long you did it. Them just look on you as another person. Who same time I go toe-to-toe with them. She give her the whole of fear. The whole of fear clout what she did have as a teacher. The whole of fear respect what she have as a teacher give her. Whole light. Because little boy just have swing her all about in the classroom like a little rag doll. So any form of dominance or assertion that she have over the entire classroom, that gone. Nobody not gonna respect she again at the school. All of that gone. She give her all her respect in the school. Whether or not little boy got jail or not, all her respect in the school is gone. We have these students day in and day out. The teachers are frustrated triple. These nowadays kids, not like we are. As me say, the same thing me say, mama. Zin, what buckled up chick, you have your own biases and prejudice because you have family members are there. And I understand that these children nowadays are nothing like us. Are them even worse? Because even we did bad back in the days, but I feel like so we did the same thing. I would man in my class is fight each other, you know. Man in my class beat up security at school and all them something. All them something used to go and say, you know, the only difference is, me tell a man, say me glad say me born when me born, you know. Me glad say me born when me born. Me glad say me born 1986. Me glad say me go to school in the 90s and the early 2000s. Back in them days, when nobody never have no video camera. So all the foolishness them we go on with, all that fucker them we do, no video footage, no get of it. Me glad. Me glad. I said she should only save him. She should clot him left, right, and center. Yeah, you see it at this, and if when him she clot him left, right, and the man lick her on her head and she dead now. Our pity them and grand pity them, our family, what them are gonna do apart from bury her. If she did lick the boy and him sets her double him fist and thump her and she drop in the class and lick her head and dead, how that it gonna help? We're not gonna talk about she fi clot him and she should have this and she if You know that thing about it one way, you know. When she lick the boy, and him lick her back the right way. Because the little boy they have more than strength. Could have lick her kill her. What's with the table where she take up for lick him? If him did take that table and swing it, lick her, kill her. Una see mother say, yes man, she right for attack him, she have all right for beat him. Una say that, right? Because she's not the adult we're supposed to can think further than the fleeting anger where she in her. A true back in them days when we have fight, because only if I fight used to go on at school. Me I get beat up at school. And back in if I nowadays I get beat up at school, when you beat up where you get, all 3 week time everybody I watch you beat up. When you get beat up at school today, them talk about it today, tomorrow, by next week, Monday you come back, nobody remember about the beat up. But when everybody can video and see the kick where you get in your balls, and the thump where you get in your nose, and where they are growing a ball like a bitch. When everybody have it on video, nowadays it's worse. Because every single thing with them junk do them video. Everything with them do them video. When we are picking a whole heap of foolishness to go on with, but guess what? If it go on a St. Elizabeth, I don't have St. Elizabeth alone, it go on. Nobody in the business. But if sitting go on a Portland Pint today, now, by 2 minutes time it there a Negril Pint, everybody see it, the whole country see it. Somebody said triple chat all you want, you're not in the classroom, and I will never be in the classroom because that is a profession that I will not do. You understand me I say? It's a profession that I personally cannot do and would not do. But not because, remember I said, nobody not force nobody to be a teacher now. And you choose to be a teacher. And if you choose to be a teacher, you should choose to live with the consequences of your action. You know the environments that you are going into. If you're going to that environment, you're going to a profession and you're frustrated and you can't take it, come out. Simple. Simple. If you feel like you cannot take it, you leave the profession. If you feel like you're too burned out or you're too frustrated, leave the profession. It don't make no sense to stay in the profession and then go do some foolishness like this and then end up go dead. Because the truth is, after the fact is she could have died. The teacher could have died. People like me help to turn these children into monsters. How is it that I am turning the child into monster when I'm holding both the child and the adult accountable? So because I am supposed to create a society where it is okay for adults to act like animals and savages, I am supposed to be a part of a society that allow adults to do things without any form of reproach. I am supposed to foster a society that we send our children into the care of these adults. And these adults are supposed to act in the most heinous way. And then we just say, okay, our child was bad, so it's okay that our child is being abused. And that I'm supposed to go out there and say. And that I'm supposed to say. Also tell the kids, of course we tell the people to act better all the time. We analyze what go on right here, so. We analyze the video. The video we analyze. The video is what we analyze. The evidence at hand. The video, the police report, and the Gleaner report. That is what we're analyzing. We are not picking the side of anybody. We are talking about the evidence at hand and what is there and what is shown on the video. When I talk about no hypothesis, when nobody go say she take picture of myself, ganja, and create a narrative to make the little boy look bad. Triple, the child is wrong. So the teacher, if you take the picnic, beat her. What? Triple, the child is wrong. What you ask me say? I don't understand that. The child wrong. The child is wrong for never listen to the teacher for come out of the classroom first, you know. The child don't wrong for that, you know. But the teacher is wrong for you take up sitting for child at the picnic. And after she take up the chair, she says the picnic manangler and fling it away. And she still running for the picnic again if you go attack the picnic again. And the picnic manangler and push her away. And she running for the picnic a third time in the video. And the picnic manangler and the other picnic them step in and come stop. And even after that picnic, even after the other picnic them step in, she still lick the picnic in his face. And I grab him in his throat. After the other picnic them, the picnic them in the class were more adults than the teacher. Somebody say, Henry say, facts. Stop trying to justify these kids' actions. Who is justifying these kids' actions? So you basically are telling me, say, once you do something bad, everybody else, alright, hold on. If me left my yard, I'm gonna tie my shoes lace, I'm gonna go out the road, I'm gonna buck my toe and drop and somebody shot me, kill me. I mean wrong? Because I never tie my shoes lace. That you try to tell me, say? If me left me yard and not tie my shoes lace, I'm gonna walk, I'm gonna buck my toe, I'm gonna drop. And somebody say because me drop, them take one gun and shoot me, kill me. The person who shoot me, kill me, not to be blamed because I never tie my shoes lace. A negative action does not acquit. Alright, no, another. Two wrongs don't make a right. I could just leave it this one. Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs do not make a right. That's for the thing there. Two wrongs don't make a right. From your sets and tell the fitness, if you come out and the picnic attack you, you left the classroom. Take up your things, left the classroom. Go to the dean of discipline. That picnic they get suspended. Do not come back until you come back with your parents. If you come back with your parents are justify the fucker where you do, you and your parents find a next school for you. And you left the school. The other picnic in the class, I was to say, this is a no-nonsense woman. The woman and the fucker with we know. So if you want to stay at the school, if you want to learn, we are going to sit down and behave yourself. But if the teacher go back and forth with you and come wrestle up with you, and then you literally sit down and say, and if you look at it, you know, that boy was one of the smaller boys them out of the whole of the boy them in the class, you know. He was one of the smaller boys out of all of the boys in the class. So when this the smaller boy in the class can manangle the teacher and fling around like a little dirty girl now, all about. How is it that me I go feel like other students I go feel like sit down. Oh, you know, so we need to respect that woman because consequences there. The only consequences there, so I go share my teacher, everybody go laugh and I go get little clothes and beat up the teacher. You as a teacher need to exercise your decorum. You have to set understand and say, alright, boom. Yes, I'm frustrated. Yes, I am something wrong. But it is not my job to discipline this child. Not even this child, this man. God, that is not a child, that is a man. It is not my job to discipline this man. Because I'm in a white shirt, that means I'm about fifth farm. A fifth farm wear white shirt or a sixth farm, I don't know. But a big man this, right next to university. It come like you take and a teacher beat if you come out of the class. Them cannot do that. That can't because that's 1 year away from university, that you know. 1 year away from university, that you know. And you're going to try to beat me out of class, force me out of class. When we go to university, you know, if the lecturer say, can you please excuse the lecture for me? And you don't want lecturer take up his book and gone. When the lecturer take up his book and sit him and gone, every pit in the class and say, dog, look how you're and then they pick them in the class, whoever in the class, and them are the one who sits and deal with the culprit. So, or then you get written up and sent to the dean of discipline. When you sit and go up on the portal, you say, alright, boom, you've been expelled or you've been this or you've been that. As so the thing's supposed to go. So the thing's supposed to go. You can't deal with snake in the same way like you deal with rabbit. You cannot deal with snake in the same way like you deal with rabbit. When you have a little 3-year-old and a 5-year-old and a little 6-year-old, you can try to manangle them and try to rough them. But them are big, a snake, them are venomous creatures you deal with. A pubescent male have what if a testosterone run up and down all up in their body. You have to remember them things. You have to remember the psychology of the whole of this thing, you know. So irrespective of the fact, say how the pit them going bad, you have to remember at the stage where the pit them there right now, they might go act out and they might go lash out. So yes, them wrong, but you as an adult, a children adult, supposed to know why you deal with this. So. You have to know where you deal with. God, the youth contain in frustration. You know what everybody vexed with? Everybody vexed the little boy never turn up and take the lick them. The little boy, you only did one little boy stand up and make take the chair and lick him, and that only does stand up and hold him on him side and just take the lick in him with the chair. When the man take up the table for lick him. When they do one, when they want to rush him, just holding him and just take the lick in them face. As human beings, our first impulse is self-preservation. As human beings, our first impulse, our natural instinct is to preserve ourselves. Our natural instinct, the first instinct or innate thing, is self-preservation. And all in me see, the only thing me see, and in the video me I watch, me not see the little boy fight the teacher, you know? Me a see him a try to preserve himself. Me a try to take away the weapon from her when she try to use to lick him. Me see him a back away. Me see him hold her hand when she try to lick him. Me see him try to evade all of her attacks. Somebody said, bro, you're DJ. What would you do if somebody come on stage and try to take over my performance? If me DJ, if somebody come on the stage and try to take over my performance, what me I go do? Me I go try to avert whatever it is. I think me I go run and come to start thump with two man. I'm gonna know who man come there with. Me and the DJ were there on the stage. Only need to understand this. You see, this is the problem with society. You know? Society feel like the only way you can out a fire have to throw more fire upon it. Fuck that. Not no go so. If somebody attack me on road, me as a man, me on road every day. Me very popular. Me have to go up on stage. Me have to go. It's easy. If me in a conflict, it's the easiest thing for them to find me. All I have to do is go up on my page and look which show me I got the next. And you just come there and come wait till that gun and come shoot me, kill me. Everybody know the vehicle I'm drive. Everybody know the vehicle I'm drive. All I have to do is, if a man want to shoot me in the dance, he just trail me till my gun me yard and kill me. So you think that me can go road now and just because somebody disrespect me, I just have to jump up and just start lick man and just beat man so. All if me win the fight right this up on the stage, what going to happen for the rest of my life or for the rest of the time I'm there? If a man come sex and say something disparaging and disparaging, me I go stand up for myself, yes. But if me see it a reach a level, me have to take on myself. And then we go through the necessary channels. This is why we link with the Jamaican Constabulary Force. This is what they are there for. If me I go try for resolve every conflict we have, what is the need for having the police there? They are paid. When me I pay me tax them to the country for. If me can't get my taxpayer dollars them for work for me, what the sense me I go do that for? So if that you go say, oh me if you go fight and war and roll and thump with man and stab up man and back out gun and shoot man, you make a sad mistake. Me no need to do that. Me no need to do that none at all. Me I pay me tax them for a prison. For the government to protect me. Any conflict come here with nobody, the government supposed to resolve it. At the end of the day, we're too hot-headed as people. We are too hot-headed as people. We feel like the best way to deal with the problem is to attack the problem. You don't need to attack a problem. You know? Sometimes you just need to just step back and analyze the problem and say, all right, what's the best way to do this? What's the outcome of this? All right, if we do this so right now, yeah, me I gonna feel good in myself now. But what got me 6 months later? You have to think long term. The world and the society we live in are right now, you know. The world and the society, all right, the teacher they know. Think about this now. You have the pitney as bad man. You have the pitney as a bad man, you know. You have the pitney as a bad man. Make us say you lick the pitney with a chair and knock him out. And you have him as bad man. Zin, you have him as bad man. He's a civil servant. He's a government worker. That means you're in the government database. That means your profession is public knowledge. Once he's public knowledge and him know your name, him know your age, him know everything about you, one quick Google search can know what part you have to pay your mortgage to. It can know where you address to everything about you. You have to come and work every day. If you drive him, know which car you drive. If you take bus, him know where you take bus. If you have him as a bad man, and you go lick him with the chair as a bad man and you knock him out. When him get up back, if him a bad man, as you say, him a bad man, you know. Remember you say him a bad man, you know. Him a bad man, as you say. When you lick him with the bad man with the chair now, you don't feel like a bad man can go for him gun and come shoot you. Or if him not a gun, him can go to him and a bad man friend them and him bad man cronies them and come kill you. So is it worth it for to win an argument in a classroom? Is it worth it winning an argument in the classroom just to go dead tomorrow? Is it worth it? And we have to think about them something. We can't think one-sided and say, oh, the boy disrespectful and the boy rude. Him forget box. And him forget lick. And him for this and that and that. You have to think long term. You have to think. That is why you see a lot of us see things happening. You know? And we always say, oh, but them people are nothing to nobody. Them just go to work every day. Sometimes the simplest altercation, simplest of altercation, cause people to want a reprisal. I want to do back something to you. Forget back to you. So do not feel like say, okay, just because you know this, and just because you know that, and just because you want to feel a little bit of gratification, say, all right, yes, me get my way. Yes, me do it my way. Yes, me get through, and yes, me do that. You are going to feel like say, oh, it's all well and good. Come on, man. Come on, man. You have to be real, you have to be true to yourself. You have to understand, say, at the end of the day, we are all human beings and our blood run through our body. Blood run through our body. Oh. Would that not be a cheer? My reaction, human. When she calling for help when he grab the phone and it. Where when you get the information, say the man say she a cry for help and him grab phone and lick her. Where when you get where the picture there, where the video there on the phone, where evidence there. Where is the talk of the video in the police report? Where in the police report did it mention any videos of him selling any weed or any of them things? Stop that them fucker people. You never did it, you don't know this. That none of the police report said never happened. Because number one, if that mean that the teacher would have put that in the police report. The police report said he was asked to leave the class and he attacked the teacher. That's how the police report say. Stop talking about phone and video and grab the phone and box teacher. Does the action of that person seem like somebody who did box the teacher? If you were so bad where you grab a phone and box a teacher, you are going to sit and make a teacher take up chair and a fling with chair and a rush you and you back and now lick down teacher and kick teacher in a gut and thump down teacher ground. When you're so big and bad, when you assert yourself so big and bad and strong, so you grab phone and back somebody. Be realistic, people. The evidence is there. See the evidence of the video. The evidence of the video, the evidence of the police report, the evidence of the Gleaner coverage. That's the evidence. You have someone in powers of deduction. You have someone in continuity of information. Where one thing lead to the next. Where things have to be congruent. You understand? You have someone in behavioral patterns where you have to watch. All them something they have to use in terms of deduction. They can't just hear say, and just because it appeals to the rationale that you have in your head, you just jump on it and say, okay, I saw you go. You just jump and just yam up everything on the ear and just be so gullible. Just because it's the truth that you want to hear, you believe is true. Just because it is what you want to hear. You have to learn how to sieve out nonsense from things that make sense. Somebody says, why was he charged? Because the same reason why the whole internet has said the youth wrong. That is why he was charged. Because yes, he could be charged for assault. Because if the teacher was cursing him out and he said some flash her up, that is assault, a simple assault, that a simple assault for true. But at the end of the day, the teacher can be charged for aggravated assault, a bigger assault when she says and go for something there. The cheer and all them something, aggravated assault that. Why would she be in that much rage? Just because he won't leave the class. Because you need to understand this. You have someone in mass hysterics. Whereas the woman them are say, all the people in this are say. All the people on this I say when you're a teacher and you teach them the school, you have to prepare yourself because when you have to assert your dominance because she just reacted, she overreacted in the situation. And because the little boy a man angle her, that is why she gets so upset. Like she's like, how dare you? How dare you define my dominance? If the little boy did box her, that would have the police report. You think so that wouldn't have the cleaner? On the front page splash? If the little boy did box her? Realistically speaking, let us start. What would sell more papers? Make you think about it now. Because the cleaner is a business. What would sell more papers? Teacher boxed in face by student, or teacher attacked by student? Which one would have sell more newspaper? Obvious, no, and that's why the man, you know the sense, you know the law, you know the law. You get charged first, and then I want to know the law. You think that them go investigate and then them charge you? You think that's how it go? The police is not there. The police is not there to prove that you're innocent. Your lawyer is there to prove that you're innocent. The police is there to protect and to serve. That's how the police is there. And if somebody, if the teacher say you assault her, if you go to somebody and tell the police them say that man you beat me and lick me down, and you have any form of evidence for proof say the man they lick you, automatically them come and array. If you come and you have one cocoa yeso, and you say, officer, that man you lick me with a piece of board, array. The police job is to come arrest the man will lick you with a piece of board. The man will get lick with a piece of board, film job of to find one liar for prove say he never lick you with no board. And so the law go. The law now go investigate and find out how him lick you with the board, if him lick you with the board, and then him come arrest you. And so the law go. That is not how the law go, people. Me I tell you, see, this is the thing, you know, you see, when you live in our country, and you live in our world, you see, knowledge is power. And not because you are not a lawyer, not because you are not a criminal, you have to try to learn a little bit about everything. You need to understand how the law go, man. You understand the country we live in, understand the world that we are living in. The world that we are living in, me I tell you no. You see, when you're poor, when you come from certain place, you have certain biases that are going to act on you. As me telling us, if this incident had taken place up by Campion or Meadowbrook or Arden High School, this teacher would be out of a job and she would be behind bars right now. Me I tell you. Any of this incident did take the same exact way. If it did go on the same exact way, a Campion, Arden, Meadowbrook are one of them schools where the upper echelons of society there, this teacher would be out of a job and be behind bars by now. I tell you this. Same like when little boy get arrested, I see when the two of them would get arrested. The only reason this little boy get arrested and the teacher walk free because I don't have Tivoli Garden High School is something. That are the only reason that teacher now go see no consequences. Real time I say lies. But if you want to say so, you can say so. But we live in me live at Jamaica. Me live at Jamaica. Me live at Jamaica. Me are the man who sets that in the downtrodden community them. Me out there, me see it. I know the prejudice this is. Me the uptown and me the downtown. Me see the difference, me see the prejudice in them, and me see the bias them will affect them people. Uptown and downtown. Me see the prejudice them first hand. I know it. And anybody will see this and say, no, say a lie, me I tell you, you're a wicked, you're blind, you're naive. You are so fucking naive. You think say, if Mr. Matalan Pitney did lick down the teacher, they did it with the teacher. Not lick down. If Mr. Matalan Pitney did it and the teacher, whatever them say the Pitney do, and Mr. Matalan say a video with Theme Pitney, and wrestle out it a desk out a teacher and if you back and hold a teacher and avert blows by the teacher. How many times? And after the students intervene for hold the part the fight, the teacher still insists for box Mr. Matalan Pit in his face and grab Mr. Matalan Pit in his neck. You think so that teacher there would I walk up and down free in a Jamaica? You think so that Pit would I walk up and down free? You feel like say that teacher there would have not the bit. You think say Campion would Arden or Hillel or one of them school would have still have that teacher there in them employ? Uno can't set start living on like a fantasy, like a dolly house realm on having on the head, you know. But reality are reality. Reality is reality. If you want to continue living on a fabricated fantasy and living on a little bubble and go on like you feel like say, oh, everything is all peaches and cream and roses and candy, you can stay there delusional as much as you want. But you see, because we live in a real world, where people are real bumblehole and people really are trash and rubbish and give enough for the people them, we have to see things for what it is. You understand? The little boy is wrong in a clothes. The little boy wrong for never come out of class and the teacher tell him to come out of class. Him wrong for if I flash off a teacher attack him wrong. Him wrong for attack the teacher. But the teacher also is wrong for the way our behavior, our attitude, our anger, how angry she was, how aggravated she was. She is wrong for that. She is wrong for that. The same way like one can excuse the teacher for say, okay, she frustrated because the teacher them not learn. The same way you can excuse the child because he is probably frustrated because of the society that he is living in. You don't know the conditions them are growing on and so you know how frustrated he might if he might act out or lash out based on. You don't know nothing about the picnic. So how now come jump and talk about the picnic body and wicked. I want to know what go on. People big up on themselves here, man, because I can't believe I some reach out on a nice level longer right now.
Alright, we have Triple X analysis on the whole thing. Now let's point out a few things that Triple X himself mentioned. Triple X said he might go off of what the police report states. Alright, let's go off of what the police report stated. Him said the police report stated that the child attacked the teacher. Right? The next thing Triple X also said is that humans' first instinct is self-preservation. Now, if somebody attack you, isn't your first instinct going to kick in? Think about it. To defend yourself, to preserve yourself, and make sure say you are right. Think about it. Now, Triple X is shunning away the rumors about him slapping the teacher and the rumors about him boxing the teacher with a phone. Now, Triple X has shown them there, but he is basing his analysis on the police report. The police report says that he attacked the teacher. It doesn't matter whether him box her with him hand or him slap her with the phone. The point of the matter is the police report says that he launched an attack, and that is what we have to look at. The teacher was within her rights to defend herself. Now, all this could have been avoided, you know, if the child simply did what he was told. Leave the classroom. Now the next thing me I go point out, Triple X said all the teacher should have done was pick up her bag after she realized that the child is being disobedient and walk out of the class. Now what does that say about the teacher? What is the message that sends to the entire classroom after the teacher does that? The message that sends is that, listen, me can disrespect that teacher, yeah, man. Me can style that teacher, yeah, man. Me can say anything more have to say to that teacher, yeah, because all she's going to do is get up and go to the principal's office and complain. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the teacher should get up and assault a student. That is not what I'm saying. But in a classroom, a teacher should also show dominance. A teacher should also show who is the leader of that classroom. Wrong or right? Now, if you're going to make the students walk over you in the classroom, what does that say? Now, no founder now go agree with me same way, and that is fine. Your opinion is yours, mine is mine. Cool. But anyway, start me in the comment section. Let me hear what is your take. See, this has been another one from Unstoppable TV. Like, share, comment, and definitely if this is your first time and you have not yet hit that subscribe button, please consider hitting the subscribe button now. Turn on all notifications. Once you upload a video, you will get notified. As a matter of fact, before me leave, Triple X mentioned that she should have got to the whoever in charge of discipline or whatever, and that person is trained for that. Now let's just say that person had come to the classroom and the student reacted out the same way and it burst out in a fight and a video had come out of that situation. What would I say then? Me done with this. Gone. Little more, see?
Right now you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable.